Good afternoon, guys. Grey Wolf here from Grove Construction, and today we are going to be continuing where we left off as usual, getting back into the game that we love so much, which is Construction Simulator. Now, I feel like it's been a while, but it hasn't been that long at all. Recently, we were playing Howl, which is one of Astragon's new games. I had quite a bit of fun in that, a little bit of a strategy, real-time strategy, puzzle, turn-based game. Not something I typically play, but it was still, nonetheless, it was still a very interesting game, and I did enjoy it. So we're getting back to what I originally planned on playing on this profile, which is of course Construction Cylinder, and I'm glad you guys are here watching it with me. We're gonna get right to work right away, and I don't even know what we're getting into today, but how can we do it better? And let's find out what kind of shenanigans go down today. All right, let's go ahead and check out the jobs we've got open for us so far. Lots of road work to do. Warehouse job. We could actually start the research center. I think that would be a great choice. We've done the cafe already, and there's lots of road work to do, which I'm not sure why that is, but let's go ahead and get this contract going. Let's do it on low scope just to get it finished. I want you guys to see from beginning to end. If I do it on high scope or medium, we'll be here for 6 days. I've seen the digging that's required in this job, and it is insane. Although I do love to dig. That's probably my favorite part of all the contracts. All right. Go to our map here, get the materials needed. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to get all the trucks that we need into position before we start. And from that point on, we may have people who want to join the game, who want to excavate with us. We don't know, you never know. There's always someone that wants to jump into a game with Grey Wolf. Uh, the main thing is getting this job done and getting it done quickly. But I also really do enjoy making the game last a little bit longer than it normally has to, just by adding some elements into it, extra work that didn't need to be done, but I enjoyed doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the vehicle renting, I should say. I am renting all my vehicles, and I rent for a good reason. I kind of like to keep the finances a little stressed. It's very easy to make a lot of money in this game. And renting is also something that will save you money. As you can see, 30% rental fees. Right now my mouse is bugging out right now because of my joysticks. In fact, I could probably just use my joysticks to maneuver. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah. So this is me. I'm using the joysticks right now since it appeases the construction gods. Let's see, renting. We're gonna rent this guy. It's one of my new favorite wheel loaders is the Sani. And why not also rent the Sani excavator? Okay. Now for dump trucks, we're not going to be driving back and forth. So we're going to want the biggest dump truck that we can load. And also what's required, I would say a bulldozer is required just to push the soil, get it all collected into one spot, especially if you're not too efficient with excavator and you find yourself with a lot of spots that need to be cleared up. We're going to rent the drill rig as well, another very complicated machine. Super easy on the keyboard, I assume. I think it'd be easier on a keyboard. It's a huge setup to get it on the joysticks. And the controller, if you're using Xbox or PlayStation controller, it's already set up for you, so there's nothing to worry about there. But joysticks, you're going to have to set it up yourself, and it's going to come down to what you're comfortable with and what feels right when you're utilizing those machines. All right, so for the most part, I think we're pretty good here for these machines. We've got, in my opinion, we've got everything that we're possibly going to need for this job. So let's go ahead and get into our vehicles. Unfortunately, there's not a service that delivers these trucks for me, but if we could, we would. Doosan, I rarely use these. If you looked at the time spent in the Doosans, it's pretty much nothing. But that is not to say these vehicles are not good. I actually really enjoy these vehicles. I think they're incredible. This one especially is the biggest dump truck, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinions too. The biggest dump truck in the game that you can utilize. It also feels like it holds more soil, and not because the game created that advantage. It's just because the way that the dump truck's half pipe is set up. You can squeeze a little bit more soil in there. Speaking of soil, one thing I mentioned a lot, and let me just eat this dirt cookie. This construction cookie. One thing I mentioned a lot is the new soil mechanics that were released for Construction Simulator. This allows us to compact soil with the excavators, the wheel loaders. It also allows us to drive over terrain that might not be flat. And we avoid issues getting stuck on little piles of sand or dirt. You may even see me use the new soil mechanics to compact the soil that is in the back of the dump truck, just to fit a little bit more in there. Yeah, this dump truck is a beast. I really do enjoy the look. The orange is kind of a different look compared to all the yellows. And let's see, this is again on low scope because I want to finish it quickly. But if you come to this on high scope, that whole pit that you see there is full. you you got to dig it all out, buddy. It's all up to you. Let's see. So we'll get our trucks into place here because speaking to the archaeologist actually activates the contract. So nothing's gonna show up yet until we're done speaking to him. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead to our premises here, get all the vehicles. This is a new drill rig as well. I'm using the Sani equipment because I think this is some machines haven't been seen before in the game yet. This is a very interesting drill rig here. It seems a little bit smaller than the Leap Year. The scope, of course, the drill rigs, no matter what, are gigantic. But this one's a very unique looking design, in my opinion. I really like the way this one looks. I think a lot of people agree the Sani machines are a quite unique feature to Construction Simulator. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Function mode. Okay. I'm not quite sure. I kind of came into this blind. I'm not sure if I set up the drill rig for my joysticks yet. I know I've done it before, but maybe I didn't do it on this profile. I have 3 other profiles, and all of them are set up on the joysticks, of course. Some of them, the setups are differing just by a couple buttons. So I'm not quite sure if I have the drill rig set up on this guy. I do know for a fact that all 3 of my profiles are set up for both of the bulldozer and the excavator. So you will see the movement of tracked vehicles changing depending on what I'm using. So currently, I love this. Look at this excavator. I love the bucket design, very rugged look of it, kind of unique. that back plate there. I really like the bucket design though, as well as the gravel cage on top there. But right now I have it set so that you're always using the gas pedal to move forward and the brake pedal to move backwards. But then it depends on what my setup is, whether I'm going to have the triggers to move left and right or the joystick itself. And as you can see, if I have the joystick, I also have it set to boom. So if I have the joystick set up as the movement operate or as the operating movement of the tracks, it doesn't really fit the um, with the excavator. And I'm gonna just go over here real quick and switch it to left, switch it to right, and now you're gonna notice that I can operate the turret and move the boom left and right, as well as the excavator without having any issues pressing the gas pedal to move forward, pressing the brake to move backwards. This machine just looks so rugged, so cut. Other machines are very sleek. They've got a sleek design, nice modern look to it. This one has a very old 1990s, in my opinion, old 1990s, almost like a miner's excavator. Very long boom arm, decent sized bucket. I like the way that the bucket looks. Looks like it's a gravel bucket, something that breaks rocks. Quite a bit of soil in there. Even though we're on low scope, we still have a bit of soil to work with here. So we won't be entirely missing out on all the fun of excavating. But it also won't be 6 hours of you guys watching me doing one tedious task over and over again. Now let's get our last vehicle, which is the wheel loader. And this bad boy, I could probably drive it all the way there, honestly, just for funsies. I also have the joystick set up for the wheel loader. One reason that I like this wheel loader is because of the mirrors. There's so many of them inside the cab that even without tracking software or even tracking hardware, I am still able to see what's going on around me inside the machine without having to swivel my camera. I also really enjoy the design of the Sani. It's got a nice look to it. Very cut. Just looks like a chiseled Chad wheel loader. Has a nice sound to it as well. And again, it's one of the bigger wheel loaders in the game. It's comparable with the Cat 950M. It's not as big as the Case, and it's not as big as the Atlas. It certainly is not as big as the Doosan wheel loader. That thing is gigantic. But this one keeps up. I did really enjoy the JCB wheel loader, but that one, for some reason, feels a little bit weird. I like it. It seems like it's got a little bit of a limited reach, and the bucket doesn't feel like it tilts back all the way when you're pulling it up. It kind of feels like it stops right about here, even though the game doesn't allow the soil to spill out. It just doesn't feel like the soil is secure when the bucket's like that. So I've kind of shied away from the JCB. I really do enjoy that machine. But if I'm going to go with something, it seems like my new favorite is the Sani. Before that, it was the Caterpillar 950M. That one I put a lot of time into, a lot of hours. This one's just got such a cool look to it. driving on the shoulder of the road in the wrong direction. We're almost at the construction site, and that's where we're going to start doing the work that's required. We're going to start with the wheel loader, and then we'll switch over to the excavator. And then we'll also be doing the drill rig. And you'll see why in a moment. It might be advantageous to bring a bulldozer as well, especially if you're playing on high scope or a larger scope than low. There's the Scientologist. I mean archaeologist. Let's keep it right there. And one trick I have noticed is if you get your machines behind these guys, depending on where the cutscene is going to be, when they speak, you can actually see your machine in the background. Let's go ahead and talk to them. Ah, there it is.
Hello.
She's right back
from
there.
the new construction
All right,
company,
I'll be
aren't
quiet.
you? I'm George. Research. Lucy's quite occupied at the moment, so I'm taking over some of her duties. We are currently in need of a new facility for our experiments, but the components for our radio telescope are quite large, and apparently not all companies are capable of transporting them, but I hope you can manage. Lucy tells me you have a glowing reputation, so this should be easy for you. Just do me a favor and let me know if you want to quit. We can't use any more problems right now.
We'll do something right now. What? Why? Why is it right there? Okay. Look into my flashlight. Okay. We see there's a bit of soil here to clean up. Quite a bit here to clean up. And then this looks like this is our makeshift ramp. Fortunately, we don't have to build this ramp. We could even bring the wheel loader, I mean not the excavator right here. Dig this up. Huh. Okay, so we got an idea of what's going on with the pit. Imagine doing this on high scope. That whole pit is up to you to dig out. We also have these over here. And we can also rent ourselves a tower crane to put them in place. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. I love tower cranes. Using a crane to set up the pylons is a little easier than switching between the two functions of the drill rig and using that crane hook. Although if you just want to use the drill rig functions, you can, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see, 1 and 2. This one here. Okay. Fortunately, we have enough clearance too. The drill rig won't bump into it, so we should be good. Yeah, leave that right there. It's all set. So now we can use the drill rig when we're ready. I just love the way this one looks. It doesn't look huge and gaudy, although I gotta say, the Liebherr one is excellent. Oh, I see too, yeah. Ah. I must have this. Yeah, I do have it set up. And I have the triggers set as the auger. Oh, that's cool. Okay, function mode. Here we go. This is also my swing. Okay. Okay, good. I still have this. All right. We are in business, guys. Should be no problem. Let's see which way we have this set up. Right, up and down. Do we have to switch function? These are literally finding. Aha, yep, gotta switch the function, okay. Okay, alright, well, I still have that, that's good. It's, like I said, it's a little bit tedious. Because you do have to switch between function modes to get it to drive, and switch it between this and that to use it. Although I can't say enough good things about the drill rig, it is one machine that a lot of people have wanted to see in the game, and it's a difficult machine to utilize, but so much fun if you get the hang of it. Alright, you also want to make sure you don't screw it up. Let's see this. Let's just connect. This is really going to be a bad idea. Okay, yeah, that's how you... that's how you screw it up. Okay, that's how you... Yeah, see that? So make sure you are directly on. Do not try to cheat it. You're gonna jack it up. Right. Let's back up a little bit. Let's try this again. Huh. If I do this, do I change? I pull it back. No, 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 no. I should pull it back, right? Well, this is why people don't like to use the drill rig. It can be a little complicated, but I gotta say, I'm gonna try to use it because it's too much fun. If you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. Let's get to what I really enjoy doing now, and that's between the wheel loader and the excavator for sure. These two compete for my attention all the time. There's a lot of good clearance too, the sandy wheel loader does. It is a lot of fun to be in first-person view, but I actually enjoy third-person much more. And that could just be because I'm used to the mobile games. One of the games that I started with was CS14, and then CS2, CS3, CS 2015 was after those games, at least for me. And I enjoy seeing the machines actually at work. So you'll see a lot of that third-person view from me. Although my skill in first-person is just as good as the best of us. You notice how the soil. There we go. Try to pack it down. It still kind of fills the bucket up, but we do have sort of an ability to pack it down with the bulldozer, with the wheel loader bucket. We're just gonna have to load this from a different angle. Let's go ahead and move this truck forward a little bit. We can dump on the other side of the container here. Easy enough. I probably should have parked it here the first time. Yeah, that is full as it's gonna get. I could use the excavator to get some extra soil in there. Let's see how full she is. Yeah, she's just about barely, she's got just enough for us to squeeze another bucket load in there. But from where, couldn't tell you. I mean, the angle would be kind of difficult to make it look smooth. So we'll just use the excavator to complete the rest of that. You're probably wondering why I parked so far away. When I was parking him here, I noticed we're a little too close to that fence. No bueno. So, go ahead and get it pulled a little bit away from that. We need some swing. Let's see, good clearance. All right, perfect. Oh, I love this bucket. It looks so rugged. Yeah, this is going to quickly become one of my favorite excavators. I can already tell. try to get that dirt into the back of the bucket, the back of the half pipe. Missing plenty of space. Missing some soil back there. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, I like that cage up there. That's cool. So we pretty much filled that truck up. I mean, even to the point where soil's starting to spill off the sides and collect around it, which could definitely cause some physics explosions for us if we're not careful. Let's go ahead and get one more bucket in there. Yeah, I think that's about as full as I'm going to get it without actually spilling more through the bottom. Oh, we can turn our light off as well. That's not needed. I'll pray to the construction gods we don't flip. Okay. And that is thanks to the new soil mechanics for sure. Hmm. You notice down in the corner, we have a little bit of room where that red line is at. We can still fit some more soil in there, but not much. And I said we were going to auto dump this, but because it's so full, I want to see how much of this we can actually keep within the bucket, or within the half pipe truck without losing it. Oh yeah. So far we're doing pretty good. Too much loss there. Now I also want to just preface, I don't believe I have any of the points put into any of the upgrades for bucket capacity or soil moving. I believe this was a fresh account as soon as the new DLC came out, and though it may be leveled up, I don't think I've spent any of the points yet. Could be wrong, I've played quite a few multiplayer games, and between the 3 accounts that I have running, this one could have had its points added. Careful there. So far we're doing pretty good. We haven't lost too much or almost any of the soil yet. A lot of these structures were not here before, so we're starting to see the world of this DLC come together. And also, when we built this road here, there was a big chunk of dirt, so it looks like that's finally starting to clear. Nah, never mind, that's it is still there. That big chunk of dirt is still there. Oh wow. Maybe we'll have to clean it up. Maybe we can have the opportunity to rebuild the road. That'd be awesome. That was one of my favorite contracts. Now let's find out how much of this gravel or this soil is going to gain us. It might be enough to pay off the rental fees for the 1 day. Lost a little bit of soil there. And you can see with the half pipe type, you can fit quite a bit of soil in this baby. And she dumps quick too. There's no time wasted on that at all. Now it's time to get back to the construction site where we live and breathe and eat and sleep until we get this radar done. From here out, it's just going to be us pumping through the soil as quickly as we can without too much fanfare, no frills, just serious business. And coffee. Lots of coffee. Hear for whatever reason, the dump truck is still trying to close. Vehicle assembly building was a lot of fun to build. That was a huge job too. Another one of those missions that I would absolutely do again. You can see the crane too. I like that we can see the crane off in the horizon. It's signifying the landmark. It's a landmark to where our destination is. And you can even see the drill rig peeking through the canopy. That's cool. Still quite a bit to do on this island. Quite a few spots that have not been touched. And I'm wondering if I have to complete all these road jobs to unlock the new ones, because they are pushing those contracts on me so hard. They are insistent. See if that... No, that doesn't stop it. You want to stop now? Oh no, you don't want to stop. Okay. So it seems like the Doosan is in perpetual hydraulics. Alright, now she stopped. Maybe she's happy she's getting fed dirt. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted all along. Yeah, I like this machine. I really, really do. Okay. Back to the fun stuff. Not breaking the rentals. No, that's not. Let's not do that. Ooh, it's going to be a little difficult here. We may have to use the wheel loader for this spot, just because of the reach. then again, like I said earlier, if you bring a bulldozer, you just push the soil up towards the wall, and then use the excavator to grab the excess soil. All right, clearance is good. Yeah, this is an amazing reach arm. My only issue is I kind of got a little too close to that fence. So this machine doesn't really fit too well in there. Let's try to squeeze it in. Do our best here. Yeah, we did our best. Good job. The only problem is the dump truck's kind of far away from us. We could just dump the soil off to the side, let the wheel loader pick it up, and do the rest of the job for us. If you know me, I love to do anything I can to extend the life of Soilworks jobs. The dangerous part is working so close to this edge. If the soil compacts or slips off, the excavator loses its footing going down in that hole. And it won't be good. Bit of a tight spot to work. I like it though. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna need to get the bulldozer or the wheel loader in there for that stuff. It's just a little too far for our reach. Even as good as the reach this is on the excavator, just not enough. So we could probably just start cleaning up this over here. Yeah, I didn't realize this truck was so full already. Goodness. Let's try to squeeze one more bucket load in there. See what we can do. Shoot for it right back here. Good chance. I think we did it. Yeah. Got a little bit of room back here. A little bit of room back in the back. We could squeeze it in for sure. Let's see. Good shot here. I still feel like there's a little bit of room in there, but I don't know if it's going to let us use it. Let's try for one more bucket. I know we said one more ago. Okay. I think we nailed it. Gosh, I still feel like that little bit of corner that is driving me nuts. Like, I can get it in. I just know we could get some soil in there, guys. Even if this is enough to do it, let's find out. Well, I think at that point, let's just chalk it up. Take a look. This truck has got to be full. Yeah, just about. I mean, it is just about maxed out. I don't think the only other way we could possibly get more in there is if we use the wheel loader to just force some into the side of it. Next, yeah, our next best bet is to angle the wheel loader's bucket in from the rear. Pray we can do it. I think we can actually max this guy out right now and figure out exactly how much soil we can load into this one Doosan dump truck once and for all, right here on the channel. I feel like whatever we're getting out of this bucket load should be more than enough. Although if it starts spilling off to the side, that will really eliminate our ability to just do this in one bucket load. for science. Here we go. I see it spilling out of the sides of it. I feel like maybe we were successful on this. I strongly feel like we have accomplished filling it up all the way. Ah, no, we didn't. It looks like it is. Feels like it is. Let's say that it is. 15.4? Not bad. I think that's about as good as you're going to get. And it seems about the standard for all of the dump trucks, the big gravel trucks, I should say. So no advantage in the realm of cash, but certainly in the realm of the appearance that it holds more, and probably even the ability to just keep from losing that soil. Wow. And one bucket load. We're at 20% complete with this job here. Just for the excavation alone, 20%. I'm not sure how long it's taken us to do this 20%, because time is a vortex in this game, and if you're just having fun, it'll slip away from you. But just showing you on low scope, doing this alone will take up a good portion of your time, just excavating. And I have to say, I love every bit of it. If you really want to spend a lot of time excavating, you really want to enjoy dirt works, wheel loader with the excavator, I recommend medium or high for sure. You will spend a long time digging into your heart's content. But for now, we're gonna leave it there. I'm really enjoying this, and I want to savor every bit of it. So I'm gonna step out and away from the contract, from the game. I'm going to take a break for now. Enjoy our coffee, of course. But we will be back. And I look forward to running some operations with the crews as well. It makes these games, for me at least, a lot more fun when I've got a team and we can all work together, executing the contracts and taking care of the soil, taking care of the business, building these communities, building these buildings, building these roads. I mean, this new DLC for the spaceport is a massive DLC with huge contracts. The Sani DLC with the excavators and the wheel loaders and the dump truck even. The drill rig, can't forget that, and the tower crane that comes with it. Excellent DLCs. Absolutely worth it. But for me, I'm going to call it a night because I want to come back and do this again tomorrow. And I will see you guys on that live stream. Maybe with my team, maybe not. But every Saturday, you'll see our team get together and we are going to be busting out some more contracts for you, including our racing events that we're doing with Construction Simulator. And you heard me right. We are doing the esports. We are doing the racing events. It's been a lot of fun the first time we did it, so we're going to continue doing it. And if you guys want to be a part of that, you can find us on the Construction Simulator Discord as well as the Astragon Discord. And if you haven't yet, check out the new game Howl. It's a turn-based strategy game from Astragon, and it's a lot of fun. Very simple, very stylistic, and very interesting RTS real-time strategy, like turn-based game with a little bit of a story behind it. So that's it for me, guys. I'll see you on the next one. This is Gray from Grove Construction. Take it easy.